Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. I'm Kevin Garrett, and this is We Found New Music with Grant Owens.
All right, we're here on We Found New Music. I'm Grant Owens. We're joined now by Kevin Garrett in the studio. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Your EP, Melodrama, is out now, and you have been hanging out in LA. You just had a sold-out show at the Hotel Cafe. Tell me about that experience.
I wasn't expecting it to sell out. It was really cool, and I saw some people there that were singing along, and I probably couldn't have done that a month ago, so it was really exciting to play for new faces, and there were some people there that just kind of blew my mind, so it was fun. It's a cool show.
What made you decide on the specific tracks on the album, on the EP?
Yeah, so we were working on this stuff. The guys in the band who were also on the record, we were working on the songs for a few years by the time we got to track, and had a whole bunch of songs, and some of them were really old. Control I wrote when I was 17, and we just kind of was holding on to it. And once you sort of dialed in the right vibe for a few of the songs, like Coloring and Control, we kind of just sort of filled in the gaps with songs that kind of rounded out what at the time to me made a nice EP. So there's plenty of other material, but it came down to what we rehearsed the most and what songs kind of complemented the single that we released.
Cool. Tell me a little bit about Coloring.
I wrote it in 2013, and it's about kind of realizing where you're at in a relationship, and I was going through something, and that point of confrontation is kind of what the song's about, and the byline from it is, "You either know or you don't," and there's kind of the ultimatum, if you will. And I don't know, people ask what the songs are about, and I don't like saying what I was going through, because once you release a song, it's not for you anymore. So I like to just play it and see what everyone else thinks about it. But for me, it was kind of the beginning of the end of something that I was going through. So, yeah.
And I think you were working on that around the time when you were touring with Vincent Memoro.
Cool. Yeah, we had it tracked that summer before the first run of dates with James, and everything just lined up really well with touring and releases. So Coloring came out right after the first round of dates with James, and he luckily asked me to come to Canada with him in February, and we timed that out with the Control release, and then the record came out with the tour in April. But James was kind of the impetus for everything. So
you chose to cover a song by James tonight.
Yeah.
What does that song mean to you, and why did you decide to cover it?
So I've known James for a while, and his background and my background, I feel like we have a lot in common. When he first started releasing stuff, it was sonically and different, had a different vibe, and the stuff that I was working on before Coloring and the EP came out was also kind of different. I was playing guitar, and it was more folky, and when Post Tropical came out and that song came out, I remember listening to it for the first time, and I hadn't reached out to him about what he was up to, so it kind of caught me off guard, because it was a completely different spin on his writing and his voice, and it was beautiful, and that's still one of my favorite songs. So I can't really sing it as good as he can, but that song has a special place in my heart.
Of course, you have a good friendship going with him. So
yeah, he's great.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of him, you're often compared to James Blake, James Vincent Memoro.
Yeah.
How would you say you separate yourself from them, and what do you aspire to be seen as?
Let's see. With James Vincent, I think his overall sense of of production and sense of style is actually more different than what most people think. It was a pretty awesome tour because we were both by ourselves. So when you have two guys singing at a piano on the same stage at the same night, you're gonna get the comparison, you know. And I think that we all write differently and we all sing differently at the end of the day.
All right. Well, sounds like you are going to keep yourself busy, but we're really
Trying to.
excited for the full length. Obviously,
Thanks,
the
man.
EP is out now.
Yes.
Melodrama.
Melodrama, get it, go buy it. Give me a 2. Hey,
That's
go
right.
get
Where
the-
can people go to
yeah.
get it?
You can get it on the internet or at a show. I have real CDs, drink coasters. It's kind of nice.
There you go.
And it's on iTunes and Spotify and everywhere. So
All right, cool.
yeah.
Thank you so much for playing for us and sitting down and chatting with us on We Found New Music.